Right. Okay. So, what I'm going to do today, right, I'm just going to go through a program that I designed. So I designed this program, right, it's got like a algorithm behind the scenes that's going to do all the calculation, all the working out, all the analysis, everything. Um, so really all I need to do is basically enter 4 details, right, and if I show you details, right, so obviously this is my broker and I've got a chart, so it's a FTSE 100. Right, so when I say detail, basically meaning, right, if I go onto any one of these bars, red, green, doesn't really matter, or that one, okay, I'll get full information of it, and that is the highest, the lowest, the open, and the close. Right, those are the 4 details I need. Okay, and I'm using 5 minutes. Okay, so you can use 5 minutes or you can use 15. Okay, yeah, 5 or 15. Right, but for this example, I'm just going to concentrate on the 15. Sorry, on the 5. But to do the 15, it's exactly the same process. It's just clicking the other box. Right. Okay, but I'm not going to go into that one today. Okay, so let's show you a quick. Let's give you a quick. What's it called? Rundown as to what these stuff are and what they do, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. Right, so up this side basically, right, is where you select your trading strategy and play around with a few stuff like the tickets and your target prices and stuff like that. Okay, this bit here now is where you get your session overview, so you'll basically see everything that's going on in the session. You get an idea from there. You get info. Right, so all this waiting and stuff will eventually get filled with information. Right, that's taken from the day, the full day session. Right, this is to do with the current range. So once the market basically found a trading range, or once a program is basically detects a trading zone, it will basically give you the high, the low, and give you everything that you need to know about it. Right, alongside this will also be this as well. So at the minute it says pending pending range activity. So these two basically work with each other, right? And something will pop up here. You'll see it once it's up and running, right? This is just basically target price, right? So you'll have like some probable chance of reaching X, Y, Z price. Do you mean whether it's going up or it's going down? It would automatically put it there. And ratio is basically if you prefer to not use the ones I've basically the program is giving you, then you can select your own using 1-to-1 ratio, whatever that means. So you can select that yourself, right? And basically along the side, right, you would have different percentage in terms of the chance of it reaching whatever price. Okay, over this side again is just initial range, which is very similar to that really, right? It's over this side, right? Previous, so initial one basically the first one, the first range of the day. So once everything's up and running, right, and we found the first one, it will come there, right? If you want to trade it, just trade it, and then you got the previous one. So as the day going along, we're going to find new ranges and move the old ones over to the previous, right? Down this side now are basic tickets. So if you're going to submit a ticket, right, you use stuff over this side. Why have I got 2? Okay, I've got 2 because sometimes I might want to hedge, using a hedging strategy, which is basically going up and down. Okay, when I'm doing like a breakout, like breaking out of a range, I'm not 100% sure as to what direction is going to break out to, whether it's up or down. I might have an idea by using this thing here. You'll see once it's up and running, right? I might have an idea as to where it's likely to break out to, either the up or the down. Okay, so but the idea is just to submit and open a down one, and whichever it breaks out, right, I just basically cancel the other one. Simple as that, right? And this basically down here is just giving me so from whatever trade I'm going to put on based on the strategy selected, right? And that's what this is, right? So these here are basically 4 different strategies you can use to place the trade, right? Okay, I'll go into that a little bit more, right? And you basically see the risk, the overall risk, and the gain. So what you're potentially going to gain from that trade, and this just gives you a running P&L of the day, day's activity. Do you mean? So that's all that is, right? This down here is a little button, you can press it to basically refresh that, okay, and this will keep giving you prompts. Over here is where you get so it basically give you what your previous candle information is, and the candles are these bars here, so these are called candlesticks, right? So you got your previous, your next. So for example, in this case, right, it's saying I've got the FTSE 100 selected, and it goes from 8 o'clock to 16:30 Monday to Friday. So it's basically saying the next candle information required is 8 o'clock, right? That's what it is. Okay, down this side, right, is basically 2 buttons, right? So you remember I mentioned got 5 minutes and 15, right? This is for 5 minutes and this is for 15, right? So basically just press that like that. There you go, right? So there you go, right? We've got the 4 information there: high, low, open, close. Enter there, right, and hit enter, and it will go off, do its thing. Okay, and to come back and do anything else, right, you just gotta close that first. Okay, and these are 4, like I said, 4 different strategies, right, that you can use based on risk and other stuff, right? So I'll go into a little bit more detail, right? And basically the 90% means what the programs see to be more safer, right? So that's the idea behind that. And this is a price tracker, right? So what it does for 8 o'clock period, right? So this goes from 8 o'clock to 8:29, right? Because we're in 30 minutes time frame. Okay, so every 30 minutes, right, we'll have this will just update, right? So you'll see that. So, and all it is, right, is it doesn't tell you whether it's a buy or whether it's a sell or a green or a red candle, right? It just give you what the bar range actually is, so you can have a look and see whether or not, right, in what time did the market like start to go crazy again, or when it calmed down. You can just look at the bars, or should I say just look at the this graph, and you can see from a straight up visual as to when the market sort of like decrease in volatility and increase volatility, right? So that's what that bit really is. So at the minute, the setup now is default setup, right? In terms of the budget, right, there is something there that I'm not going to go into now, but you got the hub, and that's where you basically you do all your planning. So it's like your planning phase. So what market you want to trade, when you want to trade it, and all this sort of stuff, and your budget, how much money you deposit in, right? It goes on there. Also, you get a breakdown as to you get you get quite a detailed breakdown in terms of your potential. So it's like a forecast, right? But I'm not going to go into that one in this video, but I'll go into it another video, right? So like I say, that's default, right? Yeah, so this is the platform, right, at default setting, or should I say first thing in the morning, right? Let's say that. Okay, so first thing in the morning, this I would basically look, right? So, right, I can say, right, I'll show you how this one works. So if I select that, then I'm just gonna put some stuff in, right? So if I put that in and say I want to put, I don't know, let's put something there, anything there. Okay, nothing there, right? Right, nothing there. So say I put that, right? And like I say, if you press this now, okay, now it's saying waiting. So I shouldn't really press it, but I'm just gonna just to show you, like, it basically refreshes the up that bit, right? Okay, so there you go, it's all gone, right? So this is basically saying prices. So it's got a main price, main tickets, and the protection one. So this will become the main, and this will become the protection, right? But that's to do with like hedging strategies and all that sort of stuff, which is what these protection main is basically talking about there, right? So that's how that bit works, right? The next thing I'll go through is basically like how to enter the information and stuff. Okay, cool. Right, okay, so now I'm back, right? I'm going to explain how to, I'm going to show you basically how to enter the information. Like I said, we'll need 4 information, right? If you need more than that, then this is not right. Okay, so it's the program is designed to completely take away all the analysis pressure off you. So there's nothing you need to know about analysis, right? However, it's designed to also give you control over what trades you put on, what strategy you want to use, right? So you want to use one of these strategies. Do you mean to give you some control as well, and not just, it doesn't take all the control away from you, because at the end of the day, right, trading can be very boring, right? If you're just sitting there just like, right, do. Okay, sometimes you then need a little bit of a control as well to make it so you actually feel like you're actually trading and making an investment, rather than just like sitting down and say, right, do what I say, sort of thing. So that's the idea behind it, so you still get some control, right? Yes, I could program it so that it completely take away the control from you, but I don't feel that's fair, or should I say an effective way of trading, right? So that's the idea behind it. Yes, you are the one who's pressing the button to actually enter the trade, but in terms of um, the work regarding placing the trade and what strategy you should use, okay, it can take a long time to sit and come and think of strategies, and it would take a very long time to just sit and even analyze the market, right? So hopefully, showing you this program now will actually show you how it can actually help um, explain a lot of stuff with trading. But like I say, I'm not gonna. It's not designed to go into detail as to how to trade. It's not a learning aid. However, it's a program that's designed to just do all the analysis, right? So, okay, so I'm going to jump into how you basically do it, right? So like I say, right, so what I'm going to do, right, I'm going to do a back test, because if I was to do it live, right, we'll be here for a long time waiting. Like for example, every 5 minutes there's a new, every 5 minutes you got to put a candle, you got to tap the candle, every 5 minutes you got to put the candle information in, right? So we're not going to sit here and wait, do you mean, until it's all done. So what I'll do is I'll just do a back test. Yes, when you're back testing, you can see what actually happened. Okay, so you might say, oh, it's not right, but it is, right? Because I'm not the one who's going to say up or down, right? The program is going to say up or down and where from. Okay, so the program is going to do that, not me. So yes, I can see it, but it's even better if the program actually can confirm, right, And the idea behind backtesting is finding entry points before it happened. Okay, that is the key. So can the program find entry points before the market actually gets to that point, right? And can it also then give you further information that's going to assist you trading before it happened, right? Which should be classed as prediction, right? That's the idea behind it. Yes, you can put your own spin on it, but this give you some little idea or aid. Okay, so like I said, I mean, we'll start at 8 o'clock, so there's 8 o'clock there, right? Because that's what it's saying. Market's open then. Next candle we need is 8 o'clock. Right, down the bottom here, I'll find 8. So at the minute, you can see saying 7. So at the bottom, we got 4, 5:36. Okay, so on and so forth. So I'll just move it across until, okay, so that's 7:30 until we get 8. Right, so is that 8? So 7:54. Okay, so we've got 8 coming up, right? So there you go, that's 8 o'clock. Right, when I click on the screen now, it's going to just make this disappear. So I'm going to move this over to my second screen. So if you got a second screen, you can use it, or if you got your phone or an iPad, right, just take the information from your phone or your iPad. Do you mean just log into your deal or your broker platform from your iPad? Okay, so but I've got a second screen, so I'm just going to move this over to second screen, right, and just enter the information, and I'll try and explain a few stuff as we go along.